We finally got it out of the car. The last video I ended it off because it fell apart and I was really just like demoralized, but between this video and the last one I went through and put it back together and tacked it back together, and now it held, and this time it is ready to weld. So I'm gonna throw it together real quick and see what happens. Alright guys, we got most of it put back together. We have the roll bar finally in. I'm going to do a cinematic clip here in a little bit, but we're at the point where we have to install the harnesses. Got one harness in. These are a set of Tanaka. I think they're off-brand. I bought them with a set of racing seats I bought a long time ago. I ended up selling the racing seats because they look like hot ass. We have the racing harnesses in, we have the roll bar in, but as you can tell, there is a enormous gap back there. Whenever we had welded it up, it kind of drawed up a bit, so it's sitting on top of the roll bar somewhere up there. I decided to go through and completely remove the roll bar again because, as you've seen in the last clips, we was not getting it to fit. Well, I might not have even showed it because it's giving us a hard time. It was still sitting on the roll bar about a little too much. It's about 1/4 inch is what it needed to be shortened down. So I completely removed the roll bar. I got it sitting here on this trailer. I'm going to take and cut it right here, grind it down about 1/4 inch and re-weld it back together, and hopefully that gives it enough clearance, and hopefully it don't shift it around too much, but you never know. There ain't nothing left to it other than to get into it. So we got the roll bar back in. We got it adjusted just right so that the hardtop will fit. I didn't film a whole lot of it, but what do you guys think? You fully seen how it was built. You probably wouldn't be that proud of it, but we ended up having to, where it goes straight, like on this side right here, not this side, but over there, you can't see that well. I cut a 1/4 inch section out of the pipe, lowered it down, and it was just enough for the hardtop to clear. Before, the hardtop was sitting on top of it, and I apologize for the noise, someone's mowing. I'm happy with the way it came out. I think we're finally done with it, and we can let it be for a little while until we go to powder coat it, and then we'll do a little bit more to it. But for now, on to the next project. I've had this truck for some time now, but the starter ended up going bad, and just kind of let it sit because I had other stuff going on. But now we're gonna try to fix it because we need this to haul all the parts that we have to go to the drift event. So the starter's supposed, I think the starter's bad, or the bolts going into the starter are stripped. I got a tap and die set, so hopefully all I gotta do is remove it, put it back in. We gotta see what all we got to do. After that, doing a coolant change on that bad boy over there, and hopefully we'll have everything ready. So to give a little bit more context of the starter problem, the truck had this issue where when you'd start it, it would just keep spinning and spinning. So what I'm thinking is, these are the starter wires. The wires are exposed. There's probably grounding out on something else and just keeping it going. So I'm gonna put some electrical tape on it, bolt it all back in there, and see if that fixes it. If that doesn't fix it, I think the bolts might be stripped and it's not tightening up enough because it just will spin and spin and spin. I don't know, we'll figure it out, we'll see. I ended up getting a new mic, so if it sounds a little bit better, that's why. On top of that, I replaced the battery on the truck and I fixed the starter, and I done tried it one time, but I got really excited, so I'm gonna just show you guys. Starts right up. Oh, it makes me so happy. This thing's been sitting in the same spot for probably 2 or 3 months because the starter messed up. It's running now. I'm happy. I have a truck I can take to the drift event and I can put all my crap in there. I'm more than stoked right now. You guys have no idea. I still have to do an oil change and change some of the fluids on it, but right now we're going to work on the Miata once again. I had the negative cable snap off from where it was mounted to the chassis, so I got to fix that. Hopefully the last two things we got to do to the car is get the drift spares ready and change the coolant, just because I got new coolant and I got new radiator hoses I got to show you guys here in a minute. I fucking hate the new radiator hoses, but it's gonna be all right. All right, well, we got it wired back in. But don't start back up, bro. Hey, she's mint. Hey, puppies. So these here are the eBay silicone racing. These are the eBay radiator hoses that I picked up, and they are a terrible, god-awful blue. Now the reason I'm replacing these is because the ones I have on it just barely fit. I cut them too short way back when I replaced the radiator on it, and I had ordered black ones, but these ugly ass blue ones came in. So, you know, I would just throw them on and deal with it. I don't really look at the engine bay too much, but you know, at least it'll be motivation to work on it next time, because these are gonna be hideous. I'll say that's a pretty good fitment. A lot better than what it was, but I will also say it looks terrible in the white Miata. Last but not least, we have the bottom one, and usually this is a pain in the ass, so let's hope this one isn't a pain in the ass. Well, we got the truck fixed, we got the car fixed. What else do we got to do? I'll show you guys real quick. Oh, she needs power steering. Oh my god. There it is. Not my grandpa, but the car. Yes, we just got two Hondas sitting here. On a real note, this is a junker car that we've had sitting down here for some time now. Tires that are sitting on this, they're probably dry rotted a little bit, but they're good enough. And they're actually not too bad of looking rims. They're like, so essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these off and use these as drift spares for the event, and hopefully they work all right. If they don't, they don't, you know. First time, you know. Damn, these tires are awful. Another one. Here's the tires, and well, the wheels. These are probably like some sort of like aluminum alloy kind of thing. They're very lightweight, but I was also under the impression that these things were in pretty decent condition. There's absolutely no tread on those. But on the bright side, there's two that's still usable. This one's pretty wore out, but that's basically a brand new tire. That's unusable, and that is also unusable. Man, these things are tall. I mean,
that looks good.
I don't look too bad, to be honest. You honestly kind of look like stock Miata wheels, but like a little bit better. Comment down below what you guys think. New setup, question mark. I think they look pretty good as a drift spare, but other than that, not too bad. I do also have a full set of stock Miata wheels from the car when I bought it. I'm going to use those because the tires on those are still pretty good. Those are probably just about brand new. Only thing wrong with those are a little dry rotted, but I mean, first event, nobody really cares. So one more thing I actually want to show you guys is I am borrowing my brother's GoPro for the drift event. I got two different camera mounts. I have a suction cup mount to go on the side, and I also have a roll bar mount. Hopefully I get some good footage with this, and I'm going to show you guys some clips of me testing it out and see how it actually looks. Here it is mounted up. Have a little bit of camera interception right now. Zoom in there, but you see me over here. What are you doing looking at me, looking at you, looking at me, huh? And I got you guys mounted on the roll bar now. Look at that. Now just imagine me driving. So far, I'm pretty happy with the way everything has went. Truck is fixed. The Miata's running pretty good. I got a cool camera set up, hopefully for the event. I got a new mic. I got GoPros, so like, hopefully the event turns out really good. The last thing, like, materialistic thing I wanted to show you guys is I picked me and my girlfriend up a set of helmets. I got a floral pattern and she got a pink one to match. But I think these things are really dope. I love the pattern on them. It's really, I think it suits me pretty good. On top of that, if you have made it this far, I just want to say I really appreciate you guys watching. I know this series hasn't been the most eventful. I had planned to make a lot more videos showing everything that I've been doing, but you know, life happens and I just kept pushing forward, and that's what matters. I stayed fixated. I just want to say thank you. I got a lot of big things coming. I got a lot of big content ideas I want to pursue, so you guys might see a shift in content here after the drift event, because I've been so focused on trying to get this car ready, trying to get the truck ready, trying to get everything ready. I still have a little bit more to do. I got to fine-tune the truck. I got to fine-tune the Miata, but I think it's going to be a blast. I got a lot of friends coming out. I got a lot of family coming out, and it's been a really big deal to me. So I just want to say, once again, thank you guys for watching. And in the next video, you'll see me at the drift event. So stay fixated and stay focused. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.